Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and welcome to another video. So today I'm not going to be doing a Doctor Who video for a change, I'm going to be doing a Star Wars video. And I'm just going to be doing a mini review on the Disney Trilogy, because obviously it's the opening weekend for Rise of Skywalker. I saw it very early, first day morning, and I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts on all three films. That's Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and obviously The Rise of Skywalker, and letting you guys know what I think of the trilogy and if I think it was a good add-on to the Skywalker trilogy or not. But I hope you all enjoy the video, and let's get started. So The Force Awakens, I liked it. I know it's too similar to A New Hope, and it does maybe feel more like a soft reboot, but the returning characters and new characters in this film I found likeable. I was invested in Rey and finding out who she was, and I thought they did a really good setup with Kylo Ren as a new Darth Vader figure. I know Han Solo getting killed off was divisive, but I think it does help establish Kylo Ren, and I do think overall it was a good decision to make. Moving on to The Last Jedi, which to be honest just didn't work for me. I can get where Rian Johnson was coming from, as Force Awakens was too similar to A New Hope, and I can get why Rian wanted to do something completely different, but I think he maybe just took it a bit too far. I was mostly looking forward to two things, which I just wasn't happy with in this film. The first was the return of Luke Skywalker, but he just felt way too out of character and not like the Luke we got to know and love in the original trilogy. Even Mark Hamill, the actor who plays Luke, agrees. And then I was looking forward to the main questions which was set up in The Force Awakens, which was who is Rey and who is Snoke, which we did kind of get an answer to who is Rey, but it was done in a very disappointing way, with it being made out that she's a nobody, and for me it just didn't work. It just felt like a cop out, and yeah, and then obviously with Snoke he just got killed off. So yeah, the answer side to this film, we just didn't get the answers that were set up 2 years prior, and I was left pretty disappointed. Finally, we get The Rise of Skywalker. I definitely enjoyed this film more than The Last Jedi, but it just felt too rushed and crammed. For example, within the first 5 minutes, we already got the return of Palpatine with no build up, and then we find out in a quick throwaway line that Snoke was actually one of Palpatine's creations. This film should have really been in 2 parts. Yes, this would ruin the pattern of 3 movies per trilogy, but I think we needed more than one film to really get a great ending for the Skywalker trilogy. Another issue I had was the ending. I just felt Ben Solo dying was a bit meh. I didn't really feel his death came with much emotion, and I would have much preferred to have seen him and Rey both stay alive. However, as I said, this is still not a bad movie. I love Kylo Ren in this, much more than I did in The Last Jedi, and it's definitely his best work. The final act with Palpatine is thrilling stuff, and we get some nice cameos from Luke and Han. I also will say I think they handled Carrie's death really well in this. It was still, I think, a good idea to have her be part of the film. I'm glad that they still included her using deleted scenes. And it was also, there was a nice scene as well where we got to see a younger Leia and Luke appear. That was a genuine surprise, and I'm glad that we kind of got some fan service in this film as well, which I was expecting, but it was still nice to see. Overall, The Rise of Skywalker is a decent film. It's action-packed, it's got mostly likeable characters, and it is a big improvement over The Last Jedi. But I just think it was simply too much for one film, and they definitely should have made a 4th movie in the Disney trilogy. I think they would have benefited from having this story over 2 movies, because The Last Jedi, it just left anywhere for this last movie to go, and I just thought from the start it's not going to work doing a whole brand new kind of story in one 2 hours and a half film. They tried their best, but I just don't think it worked. But overall, it was still a likeable film. I just think it could have been a lot better. What do you guys overall think about the Disney trilogy? For me, I was happy with The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker. I do think they're 2 good films, but I feel like a big issue in this trilogy was the direction with Disney. I just don't think they had a clear direction for the trilogy. It doesn't really feel like all three movies connect together. I know a lot of people like The Last Jedi, but for me, it just feels like the direction that film took didn't work. It just felt like Ryan did a reset on The Force Awakens, and then JJ did a reset on The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, and it just ended up a bit of a mess. But still, I still like The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker, and I'm still looking forward to see where Disney go with Star Wars in the future, and hopefully they will learn from their mistakes and have a clearer direction for any future Star Wars films. But as always, please in the comments section below leave your own thoughts. I want to know what you all thought of the final Star Wars film in the Skywalker trilogy, so please share your thoughts below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I'm sorry for this video not being too long. This is mostly a Doctor Who channel, but I just thought with Star Wars coming out over the last few days, I would give my thoughts. I'll hopefully be seeing this film for a second time soon, so I may give an updated review if my opinion changes, but for now, that is where my thoughts stand. I will hopefully all see you in another video before Christmas, but I am working, so I'm not sure if I'll have time. But if I don't, I hope you all have a good Christmas and a great New Year, and I will obviously see you all in 2020 for the brand new series of Doctor Who. So we'll see you all then, and have a great Christmas, everyone.